My dear brothers and sisters, loving and respected viewers, my humble sitaram to each one of you. Again, I would like to take the opportunity in welcoming you to another program of Dharma ki Awaaz, the voice of Dharma. With the same breath, let me also thank my sponsors very much for their generosity to donate for this program to continue. May Bhagwan bless them tremendously and bless each one of us as well who are involved in listening also to Dharma ki Awaaz. My friends, viewers, I ask of you to join me in moments of prayers as we pray. Another opportunity is here now for us to seek God's blessings, God's guidance, and His protection. Let us all pray. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Om Krishnaya Namaha. Om Mukam Karute Vacharam Pangum Langayatim Girim Yat Kripatamaham Bande Paramananda Madhavam. Govinda Govinda Hare Murare Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna Govinda Govinda Ratanda Pandu Govinda Govinda Namo Namaste Govinda Govinda Namo Namaste. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. My dear brothers and sisters, viewers, the topic for tonight is the root cause of sorrows. The root cause of sorrows. What is the real cause for our sorrows? When we look at life, we would realize that most of the time things are not going well with us. Most of the time we are faced with many bad situations, and that brings to us sorrows, meaning that we are not happy. When we are in sorrow, it simply means we are not happy. And what is the cause of that? Bhagwan Krishna, in the second chapter, he says, Sa Shantim Adhigacchati. Sa, he, Saha, he, that person. Shanti, Adhigacchati, attains peace. Nirmamo, nirmamo nirahankaraha, one who is free from this minus and I-ness. Ahankara means ego. And what is ego? The I or the mind is the ego. This is mine. Everything is mine. At the moment that this becomes mine, this book becomes mine, and somebody else is going to take it away from me, it causes sorrow. Simple as that. Whatever you claim is yours and you have to part with it, or that thing have to part with you, then it causes sorrow, unhappiness, sadness. You feel sad. Like in the case of death, a state of sadness. And so friends, the I, the big I, the capital I am this. I belong to such society. I'm a rich man, I'm a strong man, I'm a proud man, I'm a big man. That I is the cause of sorrows. That is the ego. And ego, E-G-O, ego. And what that stands for? E, everything. G, goes. O, out. When we have ego, everything goes out. Myness and I-ness is the root cause of sorrow. So, when I feel that this body is I, then I naturally feel that anything belonging to the body is mine. You see where the I and mine is? When I feel that I am the body and what belongs to the body is mine. And so, if I lose that object, I feel sad. That's what I've said. The sorrow exists only because I have this in mindness. Now, brothers and sisters, example. Suppose now my watch lost, or my book is lost. Then I become unhappy. I become sad because I thought that it was mine. But in fact and indeed, nothing is ours. Na ye tera, na ye mera, mandir hai Bhagwan ka. Pani usi ka, bhumi usi ki, sab kuch usi mahan ka. What belongs to us, friends? Na ye tera, na ye mera. Nothing is mine, nothing is yours. Mandir hai Bhagwan ka. This world is only like a mandir in which Bhagwan is the master. But even in this world, we do not even consider Bhagwan to be the master. We consider money to be the master. We consider so much things to be the master. We see master in everything. But we don't see God as being the master. But He is the master of this universe. Pariyusika, Bhumiyusiki. The water is His. The earth is His. Sabakucha usi mahaneka. Everything, sabakuch. Everything belongs to God. And so friends, as I was saying, that suppose now my watch get lost or my book get lost, I feel sad. Because it belonged to me. I thought it was mine. And so I get sad in losing it. But now, say that I give it to you. I give this book to you. I no longer thought that I no longer have the thought that this belongs to me anymore. Because I've given it to you. I've relinquished my mindness of this book. And so, I've given it to you. and then this book gets lost from you, it causes no more agitation to me. It causes no more sadness to me, because I've given you already, and you lost it, that your business. So losing it is no longer matters to me, because the sense of myness is no longer with me. That is the whole idea, friends. But as long as there is a sense of possession, the mind suffers agitation. So long as we hold on, so long as we say that this is mine, that this is mine, we really possess that thing. And if it get lost, then it causes agitation, sorrows. We feel sorrow only at a loss, when this sense of myness is present, when we feel something belongs to us, get lost. You see how important it is? Let us realize that nothing belongs to us. Simple as that. Whatever I have is by the blessings of Bhagwan. Nothing more than that. Why should we be proud of things that we claim to be ours and which is not ours? In an instant, it can be taken away from us. We have a gold chain. I have a gold chain. Well, it's not Rudraj, don't worry. I have a gold chain. I say that this gold chain belongs to me. I'm asking you, friends, viewers, you make gold? You created gold on your own? You get the gold from somewhere. And where the gold comes from? The earth. Even the person who digs the earth for the gold, he didn't put it there. Bhagwan put it here. But we claim that, this gold chain is mine. You see? Let me give you an example. A businessman, he lost thousands of dollars. And it causes so much of sorrows to him. He couldn't bear it. He went to a Swami for some comfort. He says, Swamiji, I've come to you for advice. I've lost thousands of dollars in my business. And the Swami told him that is the nature of business. You will gain and you will lose. You'll make huge profit, and sometimes you will have great loss too. That is the nature of business. You should have an equal mind in business, because that is the nature. So, the businessman, he felt a relief from those words of the Swami, and so those words comforted him, and he thanked the Swami and he left. And so, friends, we are told, after 3 days, he came back to the Swami to tell the Swami that he have made a huge profit. So he want to share the good news with the Swami, that he have made a huge profit. And when he went there, Swamiji was searching for $1,000 that Swamiji had lost. And when he went there and saw Swamiji was in a very sorrowful state. And he says, Swamiji, why are you so sad? Swamiji said, what am I going to tell you? I have lost $1,000. He said, Swamiji, just 3 days ago, I came to you and you advised me that that is the nature of business, profit and loss. And those were thousands of dollars, and you just lost $1,000, $1,000, and you are so sad. Why? And Swamiji said that, my dear friend, the difference is that the thousands of dollars were yours. That belonged to you. It was not mine, but my $1,000 was mine. That $1,000 that I've lost is mine, or was mine. So whatever I lost, I will feel sad about it. My friends, the idea is that when mindness is present, we suffer whether the loss is big or small. And so in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna says, Ya sarvatra nabhesh dasas tat tat praptya shubha shubham nabi nandati nadreshti tasya pragya pratitishta. One who is unattached to everything and meeting with good and evil neither rejoices nor recoils. His mind is stable. So my friends, when we become unattached to things, then it would not give us the sense of mindness. And so, meeting with good and evil, we would not rejoice nor recoil. It would not bring happiness to us, nor it would bring sadness to us. We are equal-minded. We are equal. We have a balanced mind. We have a stable mind. And we would not be affected by it. So he who is free from the sense of mindness has no agitation. I told you that a stable-minded person is always a happy person. But one whose mind is unstable, they cannot be happy. They are so much confused. How can we live practically in the world without the sense of mindness? All of us, we have that in us. We claim that this is mine because we think that it is ours. Now, if a teacher says that this is my student, that does not mean that the teacher has a sense of mindness. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. The teacher does not have a sense of mindness that this is my student. The student belongs to me. Obviously, that student may be someone else's child. And so, when the child goes back to his or her home, the teacher would not feel any agitation because he doesn't lay ownership to that child, and therefore would not be agitated at all. He would have no, he would not experience any kind of unstable mind of that. So, this is a practical use of the word of mind, in a sense that we don't lay ownership to that object or person. What we must avoid is the feeling of possession and our attachment to objects. That is what causes the sorrow. So that teacher would not feel sorrow when that child doesn't go to school the other day or not, or doesn't go back to school for that instance. That teacher would not feel agitated or would not feel sad or so on, because there was no ownership, there was no sense of possession to that child for a teacher. But the moment we understand this mindness to be in a sense of ownership of possessions, then, friends, our attachment gets stronger and we lay claim to it. And when it is taken away from us, we get sorrows. Now, let me give you another example. Suppose now you are going to America and you go with some plane and your seat number is 25A. Say, for example, your seat number is 25A. Your seat number is 25A. When you reach your destination, would you take that seat with you? Would you claim that seat of the plane to be yours? No, because you only use it for the purpose of going somewhere. You don't claim that to be yours. You see the difference? But the moment you claim something to be your possession and it is taken away from you, or you have to part with it, causes sorrow. So, friends, now if we consider within ourselves that, okay, nothing really belongs to me in this world, I should relinquish them all. Isn't that would bring some joy and happiness? It will bring so much of peace to you. So we must understand that the possession are only in our temporary keeping. That is the whole idea of this sermon here, of this whole katha, that we must understand that the possession are only in our temporary keeping. Oh, God has sent us in here to enjoy it. Don't become attached to it. Isha vasyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam tena taktena bunjita magridaha kasya svidanam. The Lord says, as a matter of fact, Isha Upanishad, first mantra says that whatever we have, whatever we acquired, whatever possession comes to us, enjoy bunjita magridaha kasya svidanam. Do not become attached to it. The moment you become attached to it, this is mine. It shows mineness in this book. Then when it has to go, or I have to go live in it, it causes sorrows. So the root cause of sorrow is mineness. Ego. So my friends, brothers and sisters, viewers, so what we must understand that the possessions are only in our temporary keeping. God has only given us to keep it temporary because this body is would not remain forever. This body will die. We will have to leave this world and leave everything. When we come without anything. When we come, we meet everything here. Why you hold on to things? This land is my land. You must not trespass. My land, this is my land. This is my. You mustn't take that away from me. When you come into this world, you come and meet it here. My father used to say that this was his. He gone, I'm saying that this is mine. When I gone, my child would say that this is mine, and so I continue because we haven't come with anything and we are not going to take anything. The whole idea is that, friends. And so this is how we can live peacefully with people and relatives and all the objects that we come in contact with when we do not have a sense of mindness in it. Oh, this is my relative. Arjuna has the same problem in Bhagavad Gita. Kripaya. He felt sorry. Kripaya. He felt very sorry that he has to go and fight his own people. Remember, Arjuna fought many other battles and there was no kripaya in him at that time. Only in the Mahabharata war, because in that war was his own people. And he saw the people to be his people, my guru, my grandfather, my brothers, my cousins, my uncles, mine. And that's what causes sorrows to Arjuna. That is why he was dejected. He was overcome with compassion that he wants to run away from the battlefield. Brothers and sisters, friends, Arjuna had a problem. Bhagavan Krishna told him that nothing is yours. So my brothers and sisters, nothing is mine, nothing is yours. Everything belongs to God. Relinquish ownership, mineness to the objects, to people, and we live peacefully, we live very happy, and there will be no sorrow in our life. So the root cause of sorrow is mineness. So my friends, if we want to live peacefully with people and with relatives and with all the objects that we come in contact with, we must relinquish possessions, or we must relinquish that mineness to them. So I do hope you understand very clearly what I'm saying, and try as much as possible to know that nothing is ours in this world. Let me thank you for listening to Dharma Ki Awaaz, and I pray that God bless each one of us continuously, bless our sponsors, bless you viewers. You're wonderful in taking time off to view this program, Dharma Ki Awaaz. Thank you so much. Keep listening, and may Bhagwan continue to bless all of us and bless this entire universe. Until next week for another program of Dharma Ki Awaaz. As usual, I leave you with Jai Shri Ram.